Welcome back. We are here with another Warhammer 40k battle report. Today we are doing my Nids versus the Beards Orks. We're running 1850. We're playing the Esculation tactical objective mission and no night fighting. It has a hammer and anvil deployment. So we're already set up. So we thought I'd give you a look at the armies real quick. So for the Orks we have
10-man squad of shooter boys, Gnaw with a power claw, and I got a weird boy in there. He's been upgraded to Psyker level 2. A 10-man squad of Ludas with a mech in there as well. So 10-man squad of Grots, the big old Morkanite over here. Another 10-man squad of shooter boys, but I've got a mech with mega armor with a teleporty blaster, the kill saw, and the lucky stick. A pain boy in there, Gnaw with a power claw. Another 10-man squad of Ludas over here with Altamech, 2 Death Dreads, one with Big Shootas, one with Scorches, a big squad of Killicans, 3 with Grotzukas, 3 with rocket launchers, another mech in the Mega Armor, and he's got the force field with him, and then my new thing I got over here, the Smurfs, 10-man squad of Grots with Papa Smurf right there.
That's awesome. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to be able to compete with that. But over here on the Nids side, I have a 15-man Hormigron squad. We have the Swarm Lord with 3 Tyrant Guard with him. We have, also as part of that CAD, there is also a Ripper Swarm that is going to be coming in Deep Strike later in reserves. We also have the Living Artillery node floating in here with the Exocrine, the Warrior Brood with Death Spitters and the Barb Strangler, and we also have 3 Biovores which are tucked in back here. For the second CAD we have 2 Flying Hive Tyrants, both decked out, actually completely identical, with wings and Twin Link Devours with Brain Leech Worms. They even rolled the exact same psychic power, so it's kind of interesting. Part of their CAD we have the 30-man Gaunt Squad with 15 Flesh Borers and 15 Devourers. Then we have the Turvagon. And then we also have, tucked in there with them, we have 2 Hive Guard. That should be the whole thing. The Orks won the roll-off, so they deployed first. The Nids definitely want to try to seize. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can do it. And we got 6. So we'll be back at the end of Nids turn 1. Oh, sorry. We're back at the end of Tyranids Turn 1. Everyone just pushed up a lot. At the movement phase, Bertha kicked out 13 of her little bugs. She did not cork, so we got another turn of that. That's good. Most things just ran. During the shooting or psychic phase, I was able to get Feel No Pain off on that Hive Tyrant, this big squad of bugs on the Swarm Lord. Also got Feel No Pain off, and he put on the Exocrine. That's all the psychics that took place. During the shooting phase, I had the Crone put Tentaclids into the Gorkanaut. I was able to put 1 glance on him. Morkanaut, sorry. What's the difference? There actually is a difference? Okay. The Hive Tyrants, 1 fired in and put a glancing on this Death Dread. And the other Hive Tyrant over here fired and was able to put 1 penetrating hit on the Killican, and he's stunned this turn. Besides that, that's all that happened. Oh, the Biovores whiffed, but I was able to put 1 happy little spore over here. That's about how it happened. We'll be going into Orks Turn 1. For my tactical objective, I have to declare a challenge. That's probably not going to be happening for a little while, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this one. And then we'll be going into Orks Turn 1. Be back in a minute. Alright, we're back at the end of Orks Turn 1. Ludas and Grots stayed where they were. The Morkanaut moved up a little bit. This squad, I believe, stayed there.
They moved up.
Oh, they moved up. Everything here moved up as much as it could. Psychic phase, the weird boy that was right about here decided he wanted to go for a jump.
3.
So he attempted to hop over to here to this objective. He mishapped and went back into ongoing reserve. So they're floating around in space somewhere right now. Shooting phase. The Grots here were able to kill the spore mine that was here. The heroes of the day right now are these Ludas. Put 30 shots at the flying hive tyrant. Put what, 6 or 7 wounds on him. I shrugged off most of them, feel no pain, but ended up still taking 2 wounds. So he's down to 2 wounds right now. They did a real good job. Between the Killicans and some other random shooting, they killed off 5 or 6 of my little bugs.
I killed off a big chunk of them over here.
Yeah, you killed a good chunk, and you also got me off that objective, which may help you at some point. Besides that, I think that's it. These Ludas put 4 wounds, 3 or 4 wounds into the harp or the crone, but she was able to jink them all off. Yeah, he had the tactical objective to seize number 3. I think, are you going to discard it?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discard that one.
Alright, he's going to discard that one. So that's where we're at right now. We'll be going into Tyranids Turn 2. I'm going to go ahead and roll on camera my 2 reserves. Thank you. First off is my Gargoyle Brood. They come in, and my Ripper Swarms. They do not come in. So we will see you at the end of Tyranid Turn 2. We're back at the end of Tyranids Turn 2. Movement phase, everything's kind of moved up. Hive Tyrants both flew up to here. Crone flew over. She tried to vector strike, but wasn't able to get through the armor. Over here, everything just kept on moving up. One thing that I did do weird was Bertha moved back. At the end of the movement phase, she spit out a squad of Gaunts, so that during the running phase, I was able to move them all up. So to be able to get 3 units within 12 inches of my board edge. Psychic phase didn't happen because I got so excited about doing this, I totally forgot. That's bad on me.
Don't forget to make your gargoyles.
Oh, and then I deep struck my gargoyles in over by the Smurfs to try to kill them. They mishapped and landed right on top of Papa Smurf's head. I rolled a 1, so they were gone, which gave the beard here first blood, which he's very excited. Look at that excitement. All right, shooting phase. I was able to put a whole lot of shots into his Ludas from both Hive Tyrants. I killed them all down to a single man, but he passed his leadership and he stuck it in there. What else happened? The Biovores wiped out 6 or 7. A good chunk, yeah, 6 of his HQ's guys. And that's all took place in the shooting. I put a whole bunch of shots into the Morkanaut, but was not able to get through his armor. Well, actually, I was able to get through his invulnerable save the last time. Yeah. But that's it. I got one of my objectives, which was to have 3 units within 12 inches of my board edge. I'm going to be discarding my obtained objective 4 because he's got it over there and with 2 squads dug in pretty deep. So we'll be going on to Ork Turn 2. He has no reserves, so we'll just go straight on into the turn. Alright, we're back at the end of Orks Turn 2. Not too bad turn for him. Things shuffled up some. Movement phase, yeah, everything's kind of moved up. Psychic phase, his Psyker, who came back on from ongoing reserves, got off his jump, landed right here next to this objective. That's about it happened in Psychic phase. I think everything else failed. Yeah. Shooting phase.
Whole lot of whiffing.
Whole lot of whiffing. Fired a Hive Tyrants, whiffed. Morkanaut whiffed. He did kill some of my Gaunts, but that was really it. Oh, I did also put 1 wound on the Hive Guard from the flamethrower of the Death Dread. Besides that, he killed a few little bugs and nothing else. During the assault phase, the Morkanaut attempted an assault on my Hormagaunts. It failed by 2 inches. Because of the train that was there. I should put that tree back. Then over here, he ran in, and there was basically locked in there. I can't hurt him, but because I'm fearless, I can't run away, so he's just going to keep on killing them until they're all gone. And that's it. He was able to score 1 objective?
None.
Oh, none? Okay, and you're discarding 1, though?
Yeah, the psychological warfare.
Alright, so he's discarding 1. That should be it.
It will not die.
Oh, it will not die. See, it's rolled. 6, alright, gets his wound back, or hull point back. I'm going to roll on camera to see if my Ripper bases come in. They do not. Alrighty, So we will be going into Tyranid Turn 3. Alright, we're back at the end of Tyranids Turn 3. During the movement phase, these three squads kind of came over to face him. Bertha moved over to get into charge range of this Death Dread. Warriors moved back a little bit. Everything else kind of moved up. The Flying Hive Tyrants flew over to here. And the Crones flew over here. In the Psychic phase, I was able to get Feel No Pain off on the Hive Tyrants, the Swarm Lord, and this little squad of bugs here. I tried to Psychic Scream, and I think I was able to kill a few guys with Psychic Scream.
3 grots.
Yeah, 3 grots. So it wasn't real useful, but hey, it was worth it. Tried it. Shooting phase. Out of all this fire here, I think I killed 2, maybe 3 out of that squad there. Biovores plowed into the Warlord, but because of his 2-up rerollable save with a Lucky Stick, couldn't get anything through. Both Hive Tyrants shot in that squad. Same exact thing happened. Over here, the Crone used her Drool Cannon to wipe out 2 or 3 of the Ludas. In the Assault phase, Bertha charged in. She put a penetrating hit on him. He put 3 wounds back on her. Over here, 1 wound was put on to one of my little dogs. I was able to put 1 glancing hit onto the Morkanaut. Over here, the Hormagaunts wiped out the squad of Grots. And that's all that happened. Objectives-wise, I was able to hold this objective for 1 point. There are 2 I'm going to go ahead and discard. So right now, the score is 2 for the Nids, 1 for the Orks. And we'll be going into Orks Turn 3. Alright, we're back at the end of Orks Turn 3. Things are starting to get hot and heavy now. Movement phase. He pushed up with all of his mechanized things. Psychic phase. His Weird Boy did jump again to get over here to grab Objective 5. He parried. Rolled a 1, failed his initiative check, and leadership check. Yeah, he took off, and what? 1 boy with him. 1 boy. Yeah, 1 boy with him. They did land here though, and with their run later, are able to grab the objective. Shooting phase. He shot up a whole bunch of gaunts over here, and that's it.
The other gaunts balloons.
Oh, and then you killed some Hormagaunts over here.
That's it.
And that was it for shooting. In the assault phase, nothing happened. Some little bugs got killed. His other dread charged in, killed a few little bugs. Bertha and his dread both whiffed. Over here, everything whiffed.
That's really it.
So that's it. But he was able to get 3 of his tactical objectives. 1 for holding Objective 4, 1 for holding Objective 5, and because these are troops, they got it.
And technically for harvesting the warp.
And technically harvesting the warp, even though he blew his brain up. But he got it. So that brings the beard up to 4. And I'm still at 2. So that was a good round for him. Alright, moving into turn 4. So, yeah, my little bugs actually get to come in. Awesome. Yay! Alright, well, I'll see you back at the end of turn 4. Alright, we're back at the end of Tyranids Turn 4. Over here we did an instinctive behavior check on the Crone. She failed it, but I rolled a 6, so she got the really cool version of Hunt. She hopped over, getting ready to do some nice flamethrower action. I deep struck in my Ripper bases. I tried to land them here. They mislanded, landed on Papa Smurf again. I rolled a 2 though, so he placed them all the way over here out of harm's way. In the Psychic phase, I got off Feel No Pain. Actually, I did get off because I got everything off that turn. So I got Feel No Pain off on this unit, and this Hive Tyrant have the Feel No Pain Catalyst. I got Paroxysm off on the Morkanaut. I got Feel No Pain off on the Crone and on that Hive Tyrant, and that's it, I think. Oh, Psychic Scream went off, but I think it failed. Let's see what else went on. Alright, shooting phase. Not a whole lot to shoot at. This Hive Tyrant killed off 4 or 5 of this squad here. The Harpy killed 5 or 6 of the Ludas, who eventually broke and ran. The Hive Tyrant shot up Papa Smurf. They broke and ran. The Biovores pumped 17 hits and like 6 to 8 wounds.
Yeah.
But once again, this 2-up re-rollable armor save on this Warlord soaked it all up. Crazy. Hand to hand, I was finally able to put 3 more wounds in on the Morkanaut. He killed 1 and put another wound on here because I forgot my Feel No Pain, but that's okay. Over here, he whiffed against Bertha. Bertha whiffed back. This Death Dread killed a whole bunch of guys. And I think that's where we're standing. As far as tactical objectives go, I got my Harness the Warp because I cast at least 3 successfully. I rolled for D3 and I got 3, so that's 3 victory points there. I get a victory point for controlling number 1, and I get a victory point for controlling number 4. So I scored 5 victory points this turn. That brings me up to 7 to 4. Yep. Alright. And we'll be going into, oh, and I'll be, the other one I got was control every objective. I'm going to toss that one out. So we'll be going into Orks Turn 4. Alright, we're back at the end of Orks Turn 4. Not a whole lot of movement to happen. This squad moved this way a little bit. His cans pushed up to get in range of grabbing that objective. No psychic phase. In the shooting phase, he blasted those nids all the way off so that he could claim the objective. Shots were fired over at the hovering Hive Tyrant. Was able to put a wound on him. And that was it for the shooting phase.
Yeah. In
the assault phase, this Death Dread wiped out the nids he was in base contact with. So he's just chilling there now. This Death Dread was able to put a wound onto Bertha, and she whiffed on her attacks back. And that's it. Oh, yeah. Then the Swarm Lord was finally able to get a smash attack through, explode the Morkanauts, but no wounds came from the explosion. So that's good. And he consolidated 2 inches towards the big baddie. Tactical objectives wise, he got Supremacy because he holds exactly twice as many objectives as I do. And he rolled and got D3. He also got an objective for holding number 2, which is on the other side of the house here. So that puts him up to 8. So right now the score is 8 Orks, 7 for the Nids. And we'll be going into Tyranid Turn 5. Alright, we're back at the end of Tyranids Turn 5. Oh, bloody, bloody turn. Hive Tyrant movement phase. Hive Tyrant hopped up there. Hive Crown went back into flying mode, flew over here. I forgot to shoot her. Oh well. Hormagaunt's tucked in to grab that objective. Swarm Lord moved up because he wanted a piece of that Warlord. Everything kind of shifted over here to watch this combat. All the Termagants that could moved away from Bertha because we knew she was going to blow this turn. Psychic phase. Got Catalyst off on these 2 Hive Tyrants, and I believe that one as well, but it really didn't matter. So Swarm Lord, the Hive Tyrant, and that Hive Tyrant. They were out of range to put on anybody else. I was able to get off Paroxysm on his Warlord unit. Shooting phase. I was able to put wounds off of the Exocrine. We're able to fire in and immobilize that Death Dread. That was all that happened in the shooting phase. Oh, sorry, during the psychic phase, this Hive Tyrant psychic screamed and killed the 3 Orks that were here. Besides that, nothing else happened in the shooting phase, really. Once again, 17 hits, 19 hits this time, on this squad, and that 2-up re-rollable lucky stick, just crazy good.
He shot at it.
Yeah, he shot it too. All kinds of shots into there. He rolled them all. I was able to make him fail 2 of them this turn, but
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain, and I couldn't get that last fail on that lucky stick. So really refreshed. All right, assault phase. Crazy assault. Here, the Death Dread and Bertha slugged it out, killed each other. exploded the Death Dread. She detonates because of her Brute Progenitor thing, or Synaptic Backlash. She killed off a good 15 probably Termagants from all the different units around her. He exploded and killed off a few more around him. Crazy. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, at the end of my turn 5, I was able to get Supremacy, because I had twice the amount of objective markers he did, because I'm over there, my Tyranids contesting that one, and I was able to steal this one back. So I get D3 victory points for that one. So let's see how many I get. 1. I also got D3 if I control at least 3 markers, and I do. So let's see what happens there. I get 3 for that one, so that actually helps out a lot. And my final one is if I have objective 4 at the end of the turn, which I do over there. So in total, I gained 3, 4, 5 this turn. That shoots me up to 12.
Yep.
So we're sitting at 8 for the Orks, 12 for the Tyranids, and we'll be going into the Orks Turn 5. Alright, another really good turn for the Orks, Ork Turn 5. Movement phase. His Warlord unit moved over to get ready to assault the Swarm Lord. His Killicans moved up because they had to kill just one Gaunt Squad for a point. His Big Mech moved over just because he felt like killing stuff. Shooting phase. He shot his big blaster thing at the Swarm Lord's unit, was able to put 1 wound on one of the dogs. The Killicans wiped out a 3-man squad of Gaunts here, which gave him a point, a victory point. That's it. In the assault phase, that mech came in, was able to wipe out those 2 bugs, no problem. Which gave him, oh, did he give you a point for the assault? Okay, so I gave him a point there. And then here, his mech got in. He challenged with his knob. Swarm Lord accepted. Swarm Lord ate his knob. That sounded dirty.
Yeah.
Then my 2 dogs killed 2 or 3, 2, 2 more. Then they killed.
No, your dog's whiffed. That's right.
My dog's whiffed. Yeah. Either way, dogs end up dying. Swarm Lord had 3 wounds to save. He saved them off, and then his feeling of pain saved the last one. So they stay locked in. That's it. So as of right now, he got 4 points that turn.
Yep.
We are tied. If the game ends, I will get 1 point for Line Breaker because he's on the ground. So that I'd win by 1. But if the game goes on, who knows? So do you want to roll it, Jaren?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Let's see if it goes on.
Let's just get a dice that everyone can see.
A 6. We're going on to turn 6. All right, we'll see you at the end of Tyranid turn 6. All right, we're at the end of Tyranids turn 5. We're going. Oh, turn 6. Turn 6. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it here because it was a really good turn for the Nids. I was able to take out his HQ. All he has left on the table is what, 3
cans.
Yeah, 3 Killicans. So we're going to go ahead and call it. Once again, always a great game against Jaren. It was so close all the way up to turn 6. At 5, I mean, I was scrapping for every little inch to not end in a tie. So once again, as always, epic handshake.
Yep.
And we'll be back again with another Warhammer 40K battle report. Hey guys, we just want to do a quick kind of wrap up and summation of this game. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Jaren's list is just crazy.
Definitely see Orks. This is how I think Orks should be run now. There's a lot of mechanized. Not very many infantry guys. I didn't bring that many. I think what was it, maybe about 40?
Maybe, if that.
If that. But mostly the workhorse was the mechs, all the way through.
Yep. Yeah, the Grotzukas on these guys, the Death Dreads, lots of shots downfield. I mean, they basically kept this side of the field clean. If it would have been for the fact that Bertha birthed every single turn at least 10 models,
yeah,
then this actually probably would have been a totally different game. I just kept on feeding them stuff to kill.
Right.
Then your HQ unit is just insane.
Yeah, the mech, the way I have him set up with the Mega Armor, the Lucky Stick, and throwing a Pain Boy in there. He's great at soaking up shots, but as you see against the Swarm Lord, you get him up close, he's not that great.
Yeah, Swarm Lord with his instant death, I actually surprised it went down that quick. I was actually a little disappointed because they survived 1 round, but the second turn, it was just, I wiped them all out. That felt kind of shallow, or hollow, I guess is the word. But,
yeah.
But besides that, it was a great game. It was close all the way to turn 5. In some ways, I wish some of these games would not go on. I wish it was, 5's all you got, because it seems like, especially with these tactical objective games, once they get to turn 6 or 7, it just starts spiraling out of control with points.
Definitely.
Our final points, I had 18 to his 12, and I don't see, there's no way he could have gained anything else his next turn. And if we would have 7 without me wiping him out, then it'd just been, yeah.
But I will say my favorite part is this whole little slugfest that went on right here for like what? This went on for like 3 turns, 3 or 4.
3 or 4 turns. Yeah, it was a Death Dread, and started out with 20 or so Gaunts and Bertha in there. He was always hitting Bertha, Bertha hitting back, and the Gaunts were just kind of dying as a side casualty. That went a long time. They both blew at the same time, wiped out a whole bunch of their own units. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Long game, but fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so hope to see you guys again soon for another Bat Rep. We're here from the Last Defense Game Shop in Circleville, Ohio. Thank you.